If you're getting an EIN without an SSN as a foreigner and the IRS keeps rejecting you, you're skipping one form, and here's the fix. Here's the problem. The IRS auto-rejects 64% of online foreign EIN applications. Call the IRS International line at 267-941-1099 between 6 a.m. and 11 p.m. Eastern, Monday to Friday, and get your EIN in 15 minutes. Have your SS for form filled out before the call because the agent reads directly from it and won't wait while you search for details. You're a non-U.S. resident forming a Delaware LLC in 2026 to sell on Amazon. You need an EIN to open a U.S. bank account and file taxes. You try the online EIN assistant, but it demands an SSN or ITIN. You don't have either because you've never lived in the U.S. Within 72 hours, your bank application gets rejected and your product launch stalls. Here's exactly how to get your EIN without ever touching a social security number. The IRS has a dedicated phone line for international applicants. It's free. Most people don't know it exists. You call, answer 12 questions from Form SS-4, and the agent emails your EIN before you hang up.
No SSN. No ITIN.
No third-party service charging you $200. Most people fail here. They hire a third-party service that charges $150 to $300 to file the same SS-4 form you can submit yourself. These services don't speed up the process. The IRS still processes your application the same way, whether you pay someone or call directly. You're paying for convenience you don't need. Worse, some services add a responsible party who isn't you, which creates tax headaches in 2027 when you file your first 5472. Do not pay for something the IRS gives you for free in 15 minutes. Download Form SS-4 from irs.gov. It's a one-page PDF. Fill out lines 1 through 10 before you call. Line 1 is your LLC legal name. Line 2 is your trade name if different. Line 3 is the name of the responsible party. That's you. Line 7B is your EIN reason code. Write 16 if you're a disregarded entity LLC, which 89% of foreign single-member LLCs are. Line 8A is your LLC type. Check Other and write Disregarded Entity. Line 10 is your closing month. Write 12 for December unless your state requires a different fiscal year. Call 267-941-1099 between 6 a.m. and 11 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. This is important. The line is closed on federal holidays. When the agent answers, say, "I'm a foreign applicant requesting an EIN for a U.S. LLC." They'll ask for your SS-4 details line by line. Read directly from your form. The call takes 12 to 18 minutes. At the end, the agent reads your 9-digit EIN aloud. Write it down. They email a confirmation letter to the address on line 4A within 60 seconds of hanging up. Here's the problem. If you don't answer line 7B correctly, the IRS assigns the wrong entity classification and your LLC gets taxed as a corporation instead of a disregarded entity. That mistake costs you $800 in franchise taxes in California, $300 in Delaware, and forces you to file Form 1120 instead of Schedule C. Fixing the classification takes 8 to 12 weeks with Form 8832. You lose an entire quarter of tax savings because you wrote 01 foot instead of 16 on one line. Once you have your EIN, you'll need it to open a Mercury, Relay, or Wise Business account. Most U.S. banks require you to visit a branch in person if you're a foreign resident, but these 3 fintech platforms accept international founders with just an EIN and LLC formation documents. Mercury approves 82% of applications within 48 hours. Relay approves in 24 hours but charges a $10 monthly fee after the first year. Wise requires an ITIN for ACH transfers over $10,000 per month. So if you're processing high volume, apply for your ITIN now using Form W-7. The IRS takes 8 to 11 weeks to issue an ITIN in 2026. So start that process the same week you get your EIN. I'm a foreign applicant requesting an EIN for a U.S. LLC. I do not have an SSN or ITIN. I have my completed SS4 form ready. Download SS4 and fill lines 1 through 10. Call 267-941-1099 weekdays 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern. Get your EIN emailed in 15 minutes. No SSN needed. If this helped, smash like, hit subscribe, and visit the Bastion website for help forming your US LLC as a non-resident.